Hi, everybody. John Pojeta here with PT Services Group. Welcome back to another session of PT Ask Dan with Dan
Hudak.
There we go. So, Dan, one of the things that it happens to all of us. We're human. We make mistakes. We might forget to return a call. We might miss something on some paperwork. Things do happen. We're human. So, one of the biggest things that I see in salespeople is a select group of salespeople look at that as an opportunity to immediately get back in front of that person and say, hey, I made a mistake here. Here's how I'm going to make it right, and solidify some of the relationship side. A large portion of salespeople, unfortunately, tend to stiff arm it and avoid it and procrastinate. So can you talk a little bit about how you help people understand the value of engagement when they've done something that they shouldn't have or they missed something?
Well, when's the best time to shine? That's when there's been a mistake.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, if things are going well, people don't think of you any differently. But when there's been a problem or a mistake and you come through with flying colors, that really solidifies the relationship. So I want to bounce the question back to you a little bit, John. Why do you think people don't own up to their problems?
Oh, I think a lot of it has to do with how we view ourselves and wanting to always be top of game and not always admit our mistakes. And we're kind of protective of ourselves in that way. And it hurts us. And I've done this. Where something happened and I kind of stuck in a drawer, and, a day later I pull out the drawer, it's still there. It's not going anywhere, and you better get to it. And there's a human nature factor to it.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And we don't like to admit problems because then we don't want people to look at us negatively.
Yep.
And sometimes we're afraid of losing the deal or the customer or the
Sure.
account as well, if it's a big enough issue. And so all that's going into play, but we know this is true. If you hide the problem, it doesn't go away.
It only gets worse. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, here's a question to ask your current accounts. And this takes courage, but it's something like this. What needs to happen between our companies in order for us to lose you as a customer? And then here's another question that's really good. It's a little more positive is, what can I do to make it easier for you to do business with me? And so when you start asking those types of questions, you get answers, and now you know where to go with this. So here's my best advice on all of this, if you want to summarize it. Look at problems, not as problems
Yeah.
or a chance to lose the business, but as a chance to actually deepen the relationship and actually keep the client even longer. If you look at problems from the positive perspective, you're more likely to start to solve them right away.
Yeah, and we've all been there where some problem kicks in early on in the relationship. And when you really handle it well, that relationship can become one of the best you'll ever have. So
Absolutely.
good stuff. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow.